Welcome back. We're going to do problem number 21 now. And problem 21 is 3x squared minus 14x minus 5 over 3 divided by 4x minus 20 over 9. So first thing I'm going to do is, I notice that I have a 3 and a 5, so I'm going to do 3 times 5 equals 15, which is going to give me 1 and 15, 3 and 5, and which number is going to give me the 14? And the answer is 1 and 15. So basically, I'm going to come over here and copy the first term. And instead of writing 14, I'm going to write 1x and 15x. And also copy the negative 5. Because 14 is negative, the biggest number, 15, is going to be negative, and the 1 is going to be positive. So the biggest digit is 15, so it's going to be negative, and the 1 is positive. Alright, now that I did that, I'm going to look at these first two and the last two. What can I factor from the first two? The answer is 3x. So this would be, no, not 3x. You can just only factor out an x. So it's going to be x. And then 3x squared divided by x is 3x. 1x divided by x is 1. Here, what can I factor from these? For a negative, I can factor out a 5. Okay, negative 15 divided by 5 is 3x. And negative 5 divided by negative 5 is positive 1. Okay, now looking at this, I can come over here and write down two sets of parentheses. And one number is going to go in there is 3x plus 1 and x minus 5. Okay, and on the bottom there's nothing I can factor. Remember, division of fractions, you change the division to times, and the 9 is going to go on top then because you flip the second term. And on the top, what number goes into 4x and 20? The answer is 4. So that means it's going to be x minus 5. Okay, I factor the top and the bottom. Factor the top and the bottom. Now I'm ready to cancel. If you notice, x minus 5 goes away. The 3 can cancel with the 9 because 3 goes into 3 once. 3 goes into 9 3 times. And that's it. So then that means our answer is 3x. Actually, there's a 3 there. And then this would be 3x plus 1 over 4. And let's check the answer. And it's correct. Alright. Let's go ahead and do problem number 22. Problem number 22 is, I'm going to write a little bit lower here, 3x squared minus 11x minus 4 over 2x minus 8 divided by 9x plus 3 over 6. Okay. Same thing again. We have a 3 and a 4, so we're going to come over here and multiply by 3 times 4 equals 12. Our numbers give me 12. 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. Now look at this, I'm looking for 11, so 1 and 12 would be my choice. So I'm going to write on top over here 3x squared. I'm going to write 1x and 12x and minus 4. Now because 11 is negative, so this will be negative. and this would be positive. You look at the first two terms and the last two terms. What can I factor from these two? I can factor out an x. So that means this would be 3x plus 1. And I have a negative here, so I put a negative. What can I factor from these two? I can factor out a 4. So negative 12x divided by negative 4 is 3x. And negative 4 divided by negative 4 is positive 1. Alright. Now I'm ready to come over here and write my factors. So what is going to be on my two parentheses? Well, it's going to be 3x plus 1 and x minus 4. On the bottom now, what can I factor? I can factor out a 2, so it would be x minus 4. I'm going to change the division 2 times. Okay. And we're going to flip the second term. And on the top over here, I noticed that I can factor by 3, so I'm going to go ahead and factor 3. 9x divided by 3 is 3x, and 3 divided by 3 is a positive 1. So I factored top and bottom, top and bottom. Now I'm ready to cancel. I see that this cancel, this cancel. 3 goes into 3 one time, 3 goes into 6 two times, and guess what? The 2 cancels the 2. So I cancel everybody. So that means on top is 1, on the bottom is 1. So my final answer is 1. Hello, we're going to do problem number 23. Problem number 23 is x squared plus 7x plus 12 over x squared plus 5x plus 6 divided by x squared plus 5x plus 4 x squared plus 8x plus 15. Okay. First thing I noticed, everybody had 1 in the front. That's good. Going to make things easier. So we're going to focus on the last term here, which is 12. And we're going to say, what numbers give me 12? 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. Which one gives me a 7? 3 and 4. So I'm going to come over here, open two sets of parentheses, and I'm going to write 3 and 4. What is the sign of 4? It's going to be positive, and sign of 3 also positive, because positive 4 and positive 3 adds up to positive 7, and 4 times 3 gives me 12. Okay. Now we're going to do the bottom one, which is 6. So this would be 1 and 6, 2 and 3. And we're looking for number 5. Both of them give me 5. So this would be positive, and this would be positive and negative. Positive times a negative does not give me a positive, so that's not the answer. A positive and a positive give me a positive, so that's the numbers I'm looking for. So x plus 2, and then x plus 3. We're going to change the division to times, and we're going to flip the second term. But first we have to factor. So this would be 4, 1 and 4, 2 and 2. Which one gives me a 5? 1 and 4. So we're going to put this in the bottom. So it's going to be 1 and 4. 4 is positive. 1 is also positive. Now we're going to do the bottom one, which is going to be flipped to the top. So it'll be 15. What number gives me 15 is 1 and 15. 3 and 5. So which one gives me an 8? It's 3 and 5. So this would be x, and when I use 3 and 5. And because 8 is positive, so we're going to put a positive, and then this will also have to be a positive. So I copied the first term and changed the division to times. I flipped the second term. At the same time, I'm factoring everything, right? Now that I've factored everybody, I'm going to start canceling things. So I notice that I can cancel the x plus 3 with x plus 3. I also can cancel the x plus 4 times x plus 4. And I believe that's it. That's all I can cancel. So my final answer is going to be x plus 3 times x plus 5 over x plus 2 times x plus 1. And that's our answer. Okay, now we're going to do problem number 24, the last problem of our assignment here. And the problem says x squared minus 9 divided by x squared minus 1 times x squared plus 2x plus 1 over 2x squared plus 9x plus 9 divided by 2x plus 3 over 1 minus x. Alright, first thing I notice is that I can add a 0x right here. And so that means this would be x squared plus 0x minus 9. So my first term here is going to factor as, okay, what numbers give me 9? 1 and 9, 3 and 3. And I'm looking for something that gives me a 0x, so it would be 3 and 3. 0 is positive, so this would be positive, so that means this will have to be a negative. We're going to do the same thing on the bottom. We have to add 0x, so this would be x squared plus 0x minus 1. And we're looking for 1, so what numbers give me 1? 1 and 1. So that means I open two sets of parentheses, x1, x1, and that's a positive, so this will have to be a negative to give me a 0. Alright. Then let's do the next one. Alright, this one here is also 1, so we already have that set up. And so this would be x1, x1, and the middle term is positive, so this would be positive. Positive 1 plus 1 gives me a 2. Alright. And let me fix this here. Alright, looks better. Alright, now here I have 2 and 9, so this is not a 1, so I need to multiply. 2 times 9 is 18. So what numbers give me 18? It would be 118, 2 and 9, 3 and 6, and that's it. So, which one gives me a 9? Well, it would be 3 and 6. I'm going to copy the first term. I'm going to break this down as 3x, 6x, plus 9. The 6 is going to be positive, the 3 positive. Alright, now I'm going to factor by grouping. So what can I factor from the first term? X, so this would be 2x plus 3. And what can I factor from the last two? I can factor out of 3, so this would be 2x plus 3. So if I factor that, I'm going to get 2x plus 3 and x plus 3. Basically, 2x plus 2 is the one that repeats, and if I take it out, I'm left with x plus 3. Great. Now I'm ready for the division. If I do division, I change the division to times. So that means whatever's on top is going to go on the bottom. And can I factor anything? Nope. So just copy it on the bottom. This one, there's some things I need to do. This should call your attention because it's out of order. The x should be in the front. Right, so we switch places. And now I notice that there's a negative in front, so I'm going to pull out a negative by factoring a negative. And negative x divided by negative 1 is positive x. Positive 1 divided by negative 1 is negative 1. Alright, so I factored everything. I also changed the division to times. I flipped the second term. I'm ready to start canceling. So x plus 3 cancels with x plus 3. The x plus 1 cancels with x plus 1. X minus 1 cancels with x minus 1. So on the very top, I'm left with negative 1. I'm left with x minus 3. I'm left with x plus 1. On the very bottom, I have two occurrences of 2x plus 3. So I can write it as 1 and just raise to the square. And that is my final answer. So let's see. Let's check the answers. That is correct. Awesome. Okay, so this concludes the review for the test retake. I hope that you were able to see how they're done. If you have any question, remember you can always pause the tape and revisit any problems that gives you trouble. Okay, take your time during the test, and I wish you the best luck. Bye-bye.